He was the man who made the world laugh, but one tiny symptom, so small you'd brush it off, stole him from us forever. Robin Williams, a legend loved by millions, was hiding a silent killer. And the terrifying truth: you could be ignoring the same warning signs right now. What if the tremor in your hand, that moment of confusion, isn't just stress? What if it's something far worse? Stay with me, because this story could save your life. Robin Williams wasn't just a comedian, he was a force of nature. His infectious smile lit up screens in Good Will Hunting, Mrs. Doubtfire, and Dead Poets Society. He was the friend you never met, the father figure who made you believe in dreams. To millions, he was untouchable, a beacon of joy who could make any moment magical. But behind that radiant grin, something was wrong, something dark, something he couldn't outrun. Robin was hiding a secret, not because he wanted to, but because he didn't know it was there. And that secret would cost him everything. It started so small, you'd barely notice. A slight tremor in his hand during a quiet moment. A fleeting second where his mind felt foggy, like the words wouldn't come. He'd shake it off, maybe laugh and say, "Just getting old." Maybe you felt it too. A shaky finger when you're tired, a moment where your brain feels like it's stuck in mud. Robin thought it was nothing. Stress from a long career, sleepless nights, the weight of fame. But those tiny signs weren't nothing. They were whispers of something deadly creeping closer. And the scariest part? Most people ignore these whispers until it's too late. Are you ignoring them right now? As the years passed, those whispers turned into screams. Robin's hands trembled more often, enough that he noticed but didn't want to admit it. He started forgetting lines on set, something the master of improv never did. He'd pause mid-sentence, his quick wit stalling, and cover it with a joke. But inside he was rattled. "I'm not myself," he confided to a close friend in 2014. The man who could command a stage with a single glance was losing his spark. He felt it, and it terrified him. Friends noticed he seemed distant, tired, not the Robin they knew. Yet no one connected the dots. No one saw the storm brewing. And the heartbreaking truth is, this could have been stopped if someone had known what to look for. On August 11th, 2014, the world lost its light. Robin Williams was found lifeless in his home, gone at just 63. The news hit like a tidal wave, leaving fans, friends, and family in disbelief. How could someone so vibrant, so full of life, be taken so suddenly? But it wasn't sudden. It was a slow, silent descent that could have been caught. If Robin had known the truth about those tremors, those foggy moments, he might still be here, making us laugh, inspiring us to seize the day. His death wasn't just a tragedy, it was a warning that could save you or someone you love, but only if you listen. The silent killer that took Robin Williams was Lewy Body Dementia, a brutal brain disease that sneaks up with symptoms so subtle you dismiss them as normal. It's not Alzheimer's, though it's often confused with it. It's not just aging. It's a thief that steals your mind, your body, and your life. And it's far more common than you think. Over 1.4 million Americans are living with it right now, and most have no idea until it's too late. Robin didn't know. His doctors didn't catch it in time, but you can. You need to know the truth about this disease, because it's not just Robin's story, it could be yours. Lewy body dementia happens when abnormal proteins called Lewy bodies build up in your brain. Imagine your brain as a finely tuned engine. These proteins are like rust, clogging the gears, slowing it down until it grinds to a halt. It starts with small signs, a tremor in your hand, trouble sleeping, moments of confusion, or even vivid hallucinations that feel all too real. Robin had these symptoms for years, but they were misdiagnosed or ignored. He was told it was Parkinson's, depression, or just stress. But it was so much worse. By the time the truth came out after his death, it was too late. Right now, you might be feeling one of these symptoms: a shaky hand, a restless night, a moment where reality feels off. Don't dismiss it. These aren't just quirks, they're red flags, and catching them early could be the difference between life and death. The good news is you can fight back, but you have to act now. Lewy Body Dementia isn't a death sentence if you catch it early. Doctors can use brain scans, blood tests, or cognitive assessments to spot it before it takes over. If you're over 50, have a family history of dementia, or live with chronic stress, you're at higher risk. But even if you're younger, don't assume you're safe. This disease doesn't discriminate. To protect yourself, you need to know the warning signs. Tremors, especially in one hand, are a big one. Trouble with balance or slow movements, sleep problems like acting out vivid dreams, memory lapses that come and go. If any of this sounds familiar, don't wait. See a neurologist. Get tested. It's not about being paranoid. It's about being prepared. You don't need to overhaul your life to protect your brain. Small, practical changes can make a huge difference. Start with what you eat. Foods like blueberries, salmon, and walnuts are packed with nutrients that keep your brain sharp. Think of them as armor for your mind. Exercise is just as powerful. A 30-minute walk 5 days a week can cut your dementia risk by up to 30%. It's not about running marathons, just move your body. Keep your brain active too. Puzzles, reading, or learning a new hobby like playing an instrument can strengthen your mind's defenses. Sleep is non-negotiable. Poor sleep is a breeding ground for brain diseases, so aim for 7 to 8 hours a night. And most importantly, listen to your body. If you notice tremors, confusion, or anything unusual, don't brush it off. Schedule a doctor's visit. A simple scan or test could catch something before it spirals out of control. Robin Williams gave us so much: laughter, tears, moments that live on in our hearts. But his story is a wake-up call. He didn't have to die. Those tiny symptoms, the ones he ignored, were trying to warn him. They're trying to warn you too. If you've ever felt a tremor, a moment of brain fog, or a night where sleep just won't come, don't let it slide. You're not just saving yourself, you're saving the people who love you, the ones who'd be shattered if you were gone. Don't let a silent symptom steal your life. Act now, before it's too late. If this story shook you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you care about. It could be the wake-up call they need. Hit that like button, subscribe, and join us every week for truths that can change your life. Robin's light is gone, but yours doesn't have to be. Take action. Do it now.